The Samsung Galaxy Xcover is effectively a smartphone in a rugged case. The main reason you'll be buying this phone is for the IP67 rating, which means that it's shock, dirt, dust resistant and allegedly waterproof for up to 30 minutes under 1 meter of water, something which we'll be testing in at the end of this video. The first thing you will notice about the phone is the twist in place lock on the back cover. Obviously, for a phone to be waterproof for up to 1 meter for any length of time, you're going to need a good rubber tight seal protecting the important parts of the phone, and that's exactly what Samsung have delivered with the Xcover. As you can see, once you prise away the back cover after unscrewing the lock, there's a secondary seal around the battery for double protection, under which lie the SIM and micro SD card slots. With ridges on the sides and a textured battery cover, there's plenty of grip, but without rubber elements to the sides, it may not be able to provide the same shock resistance that most tough dumb phones or even an OtterBox case could give. Presumably the power button and volume rocker, which doubles as a torch, are well protected underneath, while both the 3.5mm headphone jack and USB slot are tucked safely away by hinged covers. Unfortunately, the micro USB port is recessed so deep that plugging in a generic connector is next to impossible and will limit accessibility if you don't have the stock one nearby. The Gorilla Glass screen is scratch resistant and fairly smash proof, but resolution on the 3.65-inch screen is only 320 by 480p, which means pixelated graphics and poor quality viewing angles. However, the big faux pas for the Xcover is that outdoor visibility is average at best, something which would be useful for its targeted adventurous audience. The Xcover runs the TouchWiz user interface on Gingerbread, so there'll be nothing unfamiliar for Android users with its grid-like apps list and 4 basic buttons below directing to caller, contacts, messaging and menu. Samsung took into consideration its market and made the change of placing physical buttons at the bottom for settings, home and return, making them pretty easy to find under your thumb in all conditions. A single-core Marvel MG2 processor makes for a comfortable journey with little more than a tolerable lag experienced, although live wallpapers are a no-no. For browsing, the Xcover was happy to render pages in a timely manner, but the glitch in the matrix came with its 800MHz processor not being able to handle flash. The 3.2 megapixel camera is a good deal less than what we're used to expecting from a smartphone these days, but is just fine for uploading photos to social media platforms. Don't expect the same for video, however, as it is only capable of shooting in the bare minimum VGA resolution, which will only aggravate when viewing on screens any larger than a mobile device. Battery life gives a generous 11 hours talk time on 3G and up to 640 hours of 3G standby. With only 150 megabytes of storage, you'll certainly be grateful for the 2GB micro SD card which comes with it. Now let's see how well it holds up underwater. Considering the target market, camera quality could be better, but then again, in most cases, extreme sports enthusiasts will probably already have a good quality underwater camera, so will only require the basics of a smartphone, assuming they already have a high quality task specific camera. The Xcover is not the most cutting edge piece of technology out there, but for the most part, like Ronseal, it does what it says on the tin. It's durable, reliable and usable, and with good quality calls, long lasting battery, accurate GPS and the ability to run most apps bar games as a good quality Android phone, the Samsung Galaxy Xcover makes a good attempt for the brand's first entry into the rugged smartphone race.